Hey guys, how's it going? Chris here back here in another video. This time I'm going to do a trade package video with a good friend of mine, Erik999. His channel is going to be linked in the description. Also, the video that the stuff I sent him will be in the link in the description down below also. We pretty much talk every day. He's a really cool guy. Just thought to do a trade with him. He sent me something before. It was wrestling related. This one's also going to be wrestling related and video game related. So, just going to get into it. Show the stuff that he sent me. First of all, I didn't even know he was going to send me these, but these are Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire battle cards. They had, back in the Game Boy Advance, they had this little card scan mechanism thing where you could scan it like almost like downloadable content. But I don't have it, but it's really cool to have these. So they're going to be going with my Pokemon stuff. So gonna get into the games now. He sent me Steel Diver for the 3DS. It's a launch title for the 3DS, and it pretty much shows exactly everything the 3DS can do. The 3D aspects, the camera, motion, all that kind of stuff. It's really cool to have, and thanks, Erik. He also sent me Wild 9. It's like a platformer with traps and such. It's from the makers of Earthworm Jim. Really good game. Yeah, I like it. Pretty cool. The disc itself is flawless, and yeah, very good. And the last game he sent me was Forsaken 64, another N64 game for the collection, which is awesome. Looking forward to play this. Thanks again, Erik. And the last things here, the two wrestling DVDs. Both of which are shoot interviews. And what a shoot interview is pretty much an unscripted interview from somebody. Most people are like, oh, wrestling's fake, blah 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 blah. But in this would be, say, if Ric Flair was going to shoot, he would tell you exactly what he thinks, and no one would be writing his script. So exactly what he thinks, not anyone else. So speaking of Ric Flair, we got excuse me. A shoot interview from 2009 to 2013. What he was been doing in those years. So when he left WWE, went to TNA. He talks about his time in TNA, Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, their bumpy past, and how he fixed the bumpy past and how they're on terms now. Great DVD, highly recommended. And last but not least, actually the thing that I enjoyed most out of this, which kind of surprised me, was the history timeline of WWE 2006 Blue, as told by Dave Finlay. Dave Finlay, as most people know as just Finlay or Fit Finlay, is a former WCW wrestler. He was pretty big in WCW, I guess upper mid card. And yeah, so he talks about his time in 2006. Which is pretty much the height of his career. He was U.S. champion. He main evented SmackDown, main evented pay-per-views, all that kind of stuff. And in this DVD, he talks about his time during that period. He talks about Batista fighting Booker T at a SummerSlam, like actual fight backstage. Talks about Paul London and Brian Kendrick playing video games backstage instead of talking to legends and like honing their craft, which I don't mind. I love Paul London and Brian Kendrick, and I love wrestling, so I'm kind of mixed on that. But if there's a wrestler that I could learn stuff from, I would pretty much ask them what I could learn. He talks about Heidenreich not wanting to wrestle anymore. Like, he got sick, and he goes to pick him up, and he doesn't want to pick him up because he likes the hospital food, and he's just pretty much had enough of wrestling. And Finlay is trying to get him, come with me, I'll drive you, blah, blah, blah. It's a really good story. It talks about ECW, the new ECW when it comes back, and his thoughts on that. Saturday Night Main Event he talks about. He also talks about Bret Hart in the Hall of Fame. Talks about the Little Bastard, also known as Hornswoggle. And a bunch of other stuff. Really good DVD. I highly recommend it to any wrestling fan. Hope to get more of these kayfabe commentaries. Yeah, so that's all the stuff he sent me. I'm really, really happy to have all this stuff. And check out Erik's channel. And thanks for watching, guys. See you later.